What's up, y'all? It's Big Mouth. Woo! Shit. We got some stuff to talk about today. So stay tuned, baby, because this is a big fucking deal. Girl, he got a big ass mouth. Grandma Tommie, Grandma Tommie. No, I'm just playing. What's up, y'all? So, y'all, the episode opens up with this long and drawn out ass bathroom scene that we are so tired of seeing, with Scotty and Razor still hashing it out about this, I don't know, tattoo, whatever, they're trying to make this about. Razor keeps saying over and over, it's not about that, you know what you did, you know what you did, you know what you did. But I guess we'll never know what she did, so let's move on. So I guess they squash it or whatever. And everybody's like, hugging it out, laughing it up or whatever like that. Here goes this messy ass bitch, Natalie fucking Nunn, once again. Oh, Tommie, Stunna girl's on the way to the house. You should hash it out with her.
Maybe you can, find that in you to have some peace with Stunna girl.
So, girl, right there, they're going to set up. They're going to set up. All right. We already know what's coming from there. So Stunna gets to the house, and you can tell from right off the back, like, baby girl not here for it. Like, she is already on guard. Rightfully so. Like, the bitches and jumped her. Like, too much did happen at this point for her to just be walking up in this house, skadiddly pap. Hey, y'all. No, girl, it ain't none of that. Like, you need to come with your dukes up, come with your mace, your taser, all of that at this point, because they jumping. But she gets into the kitchen with Tommie. Natalie still being fake. You know what I'm saying? Acting like she didn't set all of this up on purpose. Acting like Lemuel ain't right behind the cameraman. Telling her to do all of this. So the conversation starts. And right from the beginning, like, Tommie's energy was way off. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't like Stunna girl. Y'all know why. But at the same time, like, I gotta call a spade a spade. And while I don't like Stunna girl, she is growing on me, because she, like I said from the beginning, I said this from the first episode I did a review, Stunna girl is at least about what she say she about. Ain't no surprises, and I like the consistency. So Tommie automatically from the beginning had hostile energy. She got her hand all in her face, not in her face, but it's like all over the table. She all theatrical and all of that stuff, voice all loud, like she talking to Stunna girl like Stunna girl's her daughter, like this is her child. And Tommie, while I get that you seasoned, you 38 years old, and at the end of the day, Tommie, you're on a show for people who are just starting out in reality TV. These girls are trying to get their start, get their foot in the door. And you are in the twilight days of your reality TV career. Clearly, if you didn't need it, you wouldn't be here. So you got to stop with this whole, I'm better than everybody because I got a producer title. Girl, they just gave you that because you was on Love and Hip Hop and they trying to use VH1's clout to build up their views. Come on, calm down. Sit down. That is not enough leverage for you to be on this show stumping around like you doing. Because honestly, if you hadn't got beat up by Stunna girl, well, not beat up, but you know what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all know how dramatic I am. If you hadn't fought Stunna girl that first episode, girl, we wouldn't even have cared about you being on this show at all. Flat out, you too old to be here. You almost 40. You need to be on something like Love and Hip Hop, not Love and Hip Hop, I'm sorry, Married to Medicine or Real Housewives, girl. You really don't need to be over here, but you can't go over there because you don't have that kind of lifestyle. You don't have that kind of lifestyle. You don't have any business about yourself. You just came out with these kilt frames 2 days before the show started just so you can look like you was a boss. You done went on AliExpress, Alibaba, bought some frames, and now you over here selling them on your website just so you can look like you somebody, girl, and you're not even properly promoting them right. All of your peers are doing stuff, have stepped up. Everybody has stepped up from that show or stepped off. Jocelyn got her own show. And you over here on Baddies West, the knockoff from Bad Girls Club. It's clear, Tommie, that this is the end for you. So it's not nobody's fault on this show. It's not Stunna girl's fault. It's not Kat fault. It's not Natalie's fault. It's not Lim fault. It's not nobody's fault that Tommie got to come fight with the little girls, fight with the toddlers at age 40 for some money. Moving on. So in the midst of them arguing, Tommie is trying to lie her way out of this jumping situation with Sukihana. Now, I'm going to just be clear. I'm going to be concise, and we going to dead the whole situation. Tommie, you definitely tried to sneak Stunna Girl while she was getting held by security and she was fighting Sukihana. You did. I don't know why you, at your big old age, is lying like this. I don't know what's going on. And like, I'm not, like I said, y'all, like, it is what it is. I know a lot of y'all in the comments is mad at me because y'all feel like I got ageism going on over here. But at the end of the day, when you are 40 on a show with 20-year-olds, baby, I'm going to call it like I see it. Baby, you making yourself look old. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Do you got amnesia? Are you okay in the head? Because you definitely snuck that girl. That day, you threw a drink at her and you jumped off that panel on her. And you didn't have to do either one of those things because Suki had a handle. That prompts Stunna Girl, like, at this point, she's fed up. She fed up with Tommie lying. She fed up with going back and forth with her. Tommie pacing back and forth, keep threatening her, keep threatening to jump over the counter on her. Stunna Girl, like, I don't know how this was able to happen. I don't know where this bitch getting all these motherfucking objects. Because one thing about Stunna Girl, the bitch don't keep an object to throw, okay? She gonna launch her shoe across the counter at Tommie out of nowhere. Like, conversation over at this point. Somebody got to clear the objects away from this bitch. She done threw every object. She done threw drinks. She done threw Casamigos bottles. Bitch, at one point I thought she threw did she throw Rolly wig at her or something like that? Girl, too many objects. Now, as Stunna Girl's walking away, she starts yelling out obscenities at Tommie about, different accusations, including drug allegations, and she brought up Tommie's child abuse allegations. Now, Stunna Girl, I was with you up until now. Like, I'm not gonna say whether I think Tommie has a drug addiction or not, but I do think that everybody can kind of, we all grown here, everybody can use their prior knowledge and experience and look at Tommie up and down a few good times and know that, something ain't quite right with sis. Judging by her character, her behavior, and her look now versus when she was on Love and Hip Hop, it's drastically changed.
So I'm like, bring the little girl down here. Bring the little girl. Let me holler at her and see if she got her mind right. You get what I'm saying?
Her speech is slurred. Her eyes, her pupils are dilated. Her eyes roll around from left to right when she's talking. Her jaw be knocking. So, I mean, girl, we can all do our own investigation and draw our own conclusions. But, Stunna Girl, for you to say that on TV, though, like, that was crazy. And what's even more, I guess it made the moment more cringy, is that Tommie didn't fight it. She didn't. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. She's calling Tommie a dope fiend. You dope fiend. You dope fiend. You crackhead. You crackhead. And Tommie's just taking it. Like, fight back a little. At least, say no, I'm not. So the world can at least think that you. But I digress. Now, I'm not going to be no fake ass bitch. Something was said out of your mouth, Tommie, and it was at the height of your argument, and it really kind of threw me for a loop, because if you are a party person, if you have been in the party scene, I used to party a lot. So I never did any hard drugs or anything. I'm not into any of that, but I've been around people who did. And Tommie said something that really made me scratch my head. Take a look.
Bitch, I'm not gonna play with you, bitch. I have to go. Get active, nigga.
Now, as y'all saw in that clip, if you are a party goer or anything of the sort, you know what it means when somebody say, I need to go to the bathroom.
I need a bump.
Now, we're going to leave it right there because I'm not going to press on the issue, but yeah. Moving on. Now, as Tommie's stumping off upstairs, she starts packing her clothes and she's screaming about, her daughter and, how she loves her kids. And I felt that. No shade. I felt Tommie. You know what I'm saying? Don't come for her parenting. You don't know her relationship with her daughter because my mama done whip me in school. When I was a kid, I got beatings in school a lot. Mama used to come to the school. They had a room in the office where mama used to take me and handle me. Okay? And that don't mean she didn't love me. That's just how some parents raise their kids. They're disciplinarians. So I'm not going to, talk too much about her child abuse. But when she got in the room with Natalie, all of that stumping around, talking about you leaving, and Natalie telling you can't leave, and you telling her, oh, well, watch this and all of that. Girl, who the boss? This is why Lemuel Plummer, this is why you don't give everybody a producer title. You have 3 producers on one show, and there's only supposed to be one boss on the show. Natalie is supposed to be the only one running these girls. You got Krishan thinking she a boss, coming and going when she want to. You got Tommie thinking she a boss, coming and going when she want to. They barely on the show. They come talk smack to the producers. Krishan walking around talking about this her show. What is going on at Zeus? It looks very dysfunctional. It looks ghetto and tacky. Get that together. Stop handing out these producer credits like they candy. Lord Jesus. Because if you really want to know the truth, the only reason Tommie on this show, and I'm going to tell y'all the truth, from my point of view, this is my opinion, this is not factual information. I think Tommie is on this show because this was her audition for her own show. Tommie probably got told by Lemuel or Natalie, come on this show, make it pop this season, fight a couple of these bitches, and we gonna get you, it's gonna be Tommie's Cabaret next year. Next year is your year. It's going to be Tommie's Cabaret. But you got to pay your dues. You got to come in the door. You got to do what we tell you to do. Girl, Lemuel is gagging Tommie right now. Lim and Natalie are gagging Tommie right now. She don't want to be on this show. She barely come. She got to sit out here and box with these girls, and she too old for that. And she knows she is. She don't want to be here. It's really it's pathetic at this point. And I feel like I said, there's nothing else that could get me as a 40-year-old woman out my bed to come do this other than the promise of greater things. And as I just stated to y'all, Tommie is at the end of her career with it. I don't really see too many more TV shows that she can go on, but, Celebrity Rehab. So at this point, girl, you gotta, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Let's fast forward now to the club. So all of the girls are at the club and they on stage and it's time for them to start performing. Now, a few things about the performances. I really did like them all. I'm just going to be real with y'all. Them girls are talented. All of y'all are extremely talented. I didn't even know Low London had that kind of talent. You ate that up, girl. So the issue comes up, everybody's having fun, going and doing their performances. The issue then comes up about, I guess, Tommie and Krishan. Tommie wanted to headline, so she wanted to go last. And Krishan, having the biggest song, rightfully wanted to go last. So I just feel like, Tommie, once again, you pulling this producer card, you pulling this love and hip hop card, and it's not really a card, girl. You don't have a big song right now, Tommie. Nobody even knows your music. Who listens to your music? Yo, Mima, who downloading Tommie's music? Nobody even knew you made music. For real. I've never heard you rap a day in my life. I'm 28 years old, girl. I think I was 15, 16 when you started doing love and hip hop and stuff like that. Girl, nobody knew who you was. Nobody knows your music. We know you as the girl that was dating Scrap. So there's no reason why you should be going behind Krishan or headline anything. And when the performances was happening, now I'm gonna start with Rolly's performance. I really liked Rolly's performance. It was really cute. Rolly, you did your thing. However, Rolly, I think you should get better with, I don't know how to say this without sounding fat phobic. I just think you need to do a little working out, because I just noticed you was getting winded when you kept rapping and you kept having to stop, Rolly. I would just really love for you to be able to pull off a full performance, just rapping your whole song straight through. Like, I'm not really a fan of the rap two lyrics and then put the mic to the crowd or let the music play. That's not what we paid for. So that's my, critique on Rolly. Krishan's performance, I really liked it. I don't really have a critique on Krishan's performance because I don't really listen to Krishan's music. The song that she did perform, I heard that on something, like on TikTok or somewhere. So that's a good song. I like that song. But yeah, I haven't really heard her music, but Krishan did great. And as far as Tommie, listen, baby. I just don't feel like Tommie, now is the time for you to be pursuing a rap career. When you performed the song, it really did look lackluster. It looked like you was trying to fight Stunna Girl while you was performing a song. Like you was sending threats while you was performing. It was very unprofessional. It did not look clean. It did not look rehearsed. It did not look put together. It looked like you grabbed a microphone and was just yelling random stuff out while your song was playing in the background. And that's not, I'm really not trying to drag you no more because I've been dragging you this whole review. But Tommie, you just keep doing stuff like this. You just got to get this together, mama. You really do. Like, if you're going to do music, take it serious. Take your career serious, because if you want to be the person that's headlining and going last and doing these things, that wasn't a headliner performance. That was very lackluster. Moving on. Low London. I got to get your name right one of these days. But baby, that was not the time for you to be grabbing that microphone. I liked your performance. I really did. But you were not supposed to go last. You were not supposed to go at all. And nobody knew your song to get hype with you. So it was basically like, you got honorary clout off of the other girls' performances. People was just, oh, that's their home girl. She a baddie too. All right, let's vibe with her too. It wasn't like they was really vibing out to your song. Honestly, the crowd wasn't vibing out to none of y'all songs like that. And the reason is because, like they said, they got there at 2 a.m. Y'all got the crowd y'all came for. Okay, if you come at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, baby, the crowd gonna be hyped. You come at 2 a.m., they been partying all night. They was tired and they looked like it. So it kind of messed up the scene, because it made it look like y'all was zooming in on the stage because y'all, because the crowd wasn't really getting that hype for y'all. And it wasn't that y'all was bad performers, y'all just came too late. So, let's think about that in the future. But overall, you guys, I really did like this episode. No shade. I really did like this episode. And it wasn't even a fight. This was the best episode we had this season, if you ask me. Fights not included. I just think I like the contrast from the drama that happened in the kitchen to the resolution that happened with Scotty and Razor to them going out and having fun together and things like that. I really like that. I just think a lot of the girls need to learn when it's time to box and when it's time to chill out, because Tommie, you doing all of that on stage while you was performing, sending all of them shots and threats at Stunna Girl, that wasn't the time or the place. So you guys just think about that in the future, and I'll see y'all in the next review. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. I see you when I see you, baby. Bye. Oh, and make sure y'all subscribe. Subscribe, and hit that like button, Buka Bear, so you can see me again. Bye now.